Right, I'm back. It's Saturday. I don't know whether you'll be able to see much of it, but I'm doing the front under tray. Above us here is this vent, and I've noticed that what's happening is, look at this. I don't think you see it. Can you see that? I think it's spider piss. See those spots? So I'm going to have to block that vent up because I don't want spider piss landing on anything. It's kind of all over the bonnet. Anyway, I don't know how much of this you're going to be able to see because I'm going to be wedged under the car a little bit, but the arches are in. I'm not 100% happy with it, but I'll find a way of making it better, I'm sure. But right now, it's in, it's functional. I'm going to run it like that, and from that we'll be able to see how it's working. What's Uncle John doing here? Is this off your BMW thing?
No,
or?
I've just got it. The lad down the road, he's bringing us loads of it and mission off.
All right, yeah.
That's a good one.
Aye, cut for a BMW?
No, I don't know it. He just, he's got a Mercury, I don't know.
No, neat.
He used to do scrap, so I got it from somewhere.
Interesting.
He's got loads of bits like that, different.
Ah, cool. Something we might be able to take a mould of, actually.
No, take your aerial, wasn't there?
Aye, but the aerial is there. The aerial's cool. Right, tripod. So I know you can't see what I'm doing, but I'm measuring from the lower frame of the radiator to the front bumper. 28 centimetres. Yep, 28. Right, I'm going to put that back in. There, and there. Now then, that thing's about straight, so that's not quite. So if we say there, now then obviously there's a curve on that. I'm going to go to the two longer ones, so don't cut it too short. Let's just find the middle of this thing. So the inners are sitting 35 from the outer edge. Where does that give us? Can you even see what I'm doing here? No, not quite 41. Let's make that 41. So these should be about the same as well. 17, 17. So we'll go across like that. I know I could cut this stuff with a blade or with scissors or whatever, but it does work really well cutting it with this, even if it's a bit overkill. So there's an under tray here that like blisters down the way, like, so I want to be able to work, I want to keep the under tray, so I need to cut around that, but this bolts right the way up. This side like is sitting a little bit tighter than this one. What's that one there? 39 and this one's 40. Oh no, it's 39 there. About that point there. 41. 41. It's about the same. Now to get this in, I'm gonna have to have it slightly shorter so that I can actually get it into the bumper. I need it so it'll go in, across, and then so I can get the other side in. So I'm actually going to have to trim it down a little bit on the edges. I've got plenty to go at, but I can't really work it out on this. I need the rigid part to do it, and then I'll just trim the part down. Something similar to this stuff, it might be ideal for my edges of my inner arches, only smaller obviously. Right, now these bits need to go about that much more. Obviously that's a guesstimation. I'm going to tape this into place so that it doesn't move when so I might only be here till like 7 o'clock. I like to try and get home and walk the dogs with Megan, but even coming out here and getting a couple of hours in, if it means I get this job done, then I'm a job ahead. A bit there. Stick a bit of tape on it so it doesn't move when I go to the other end. I'm going to go past there, into there. That's sitting good there. I guess I'm only really going to have to cut the tips off so that I can get the movement. So it shouldn't be too bad getting it in and trim it back once I've got the shape cut. Right, never cut this stuff before, so we'll see what this cut's like. Do you know what? I'm going to cut that with the air saw. I put my top on because I've got my favourite t-shirt on and I don't want to mess it up, but it's too warm. I'm overheating. We print them, so if I do mess it up, I'll make another one. Hopefully I won't mess it up. Now cutting something like this might be better with an air saw, like a little reciprocating saw. Hang on a minute, I'll change the camera. But I haven't got one. So that's quite a thick blade, it's actually a diamond blade for cutting tiles and stuff, but it works really well for fiberglass. This is a metal cutting blade, it's a lot thinner, so it'll cut this a lot better. Oh, there's some sharp bits on there. They'll need cleaned up. But will it go in? I've trimmed a little bit off one of the ends to try and get it to move over. Oh, she's close, but she's not close enough. And that's dick from going in. Like the shelf on the ends, like the return on the ends, is meaty enough to be able to take a bit off and this, take a bit off this and it's still set on. Another thing I need, which I haven't got, is an air trap on the compressor, so I can actually feel water coming out of the grinder there. Could probably force it in at that point, but I don't want to force it in because I don't want to have to rip it back out, because I need to take it back out to clean up all these edges. Oh, what you got there? Oh, you're a star. Isn't Uncle John Ace? Proper looks after as he does. Smithers. Cheese and ham toasties. What a legend. He just brought us a fridge as well. You know, for milk and stuff, cow juice. I'm gonna eat this and then I'm gonna trim them off. I took a slither 5mm right off the front edge and I've knocked the burr off with the grinder. Just take any last bits off with a bit of 80 grit, just an old bit of 80 grit. It's lined up pretty much perfect. Could do with a little bit trimmed off that centre piece, but it will bolt up. There's a little bit of a gap there at both corners, sort of sitting up. Now I haven't worked out how, it's probably just going to be riveted, to be fair. I don't want any fixings hanging out the bottom, and I haven't got a rivet gun, I'll have to buy one. So looking under the arch, you can now see that bit's touching there, but that is a little bit high there, because when it went in, it lifted up, and it needs to go in to fix to there. What I'll be doing is like an L-shaped bracket right the way across there, and I'll probably take that off to there, but I'm gonna do I make a template? I'm gonna make a template of that, so I'll take it out, make a better template of that, and then obviously that'll be handy for making ones in the future. Right, that's me done. It's 7:30. I'll go back and walk the dogs and get under here and show you what it looks like. Spin you around. Can you even see? You can't really see, but you can see the cut edge there and the bits that we were going into there. Over to the other side. So we're shiny side down. So obviously it needs bolted up, and I need probably a bit of angle in there, just to make, you know, to hold that in position, and hold that in position there, and bridge this little gap, because we've got a bit of a gap there. Obviously it'll be bolted down into these corners, fixed along there, fixed along underneath the radiator, and fixed along the front edge, so that'll be absolutely solid. Slightly different on this side, because that won't go back any further, because the water tank for the wishy-washers is right in behind there. That's as far back as that will go, but we can get it back to meet that anyway. I just need a plate in there to, again, there's a bit of a gap there. So a bit closer, another job done, just needs bolted up and a couple of angles made, which is easy enough done. I'll probably just do it with the angles. I'll just make it out of this, because it obviously bends nice and easy, the plastic stuff that I made the inner arches with. So I'll just make some bits to fold over and go into there, and then we can bolt it all together. So I haven't had a look at my list, but I'm running out of stuff to do now. It's almost ready to go to Jonathan's, and for the electrical work. Needs a good wash, it's filthy again. Getting closer and closer. One of the things that I'm going to want to do after it's not urgent, but I really want to strip all this suspension down, all the hubs and the lower arms and everything, get it blasted and get it powder coated, because it's messy. Possibly even get some new parts just to tidy it up. That's me, Sunday tomorrow, so I'll be back for Sunday service. See you then.